Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 4 of this Calc series. Today we are going to add in some delay speakers, and then we are going to use the inbuilt alignment tool to align all the speakers back to the stage, so that all the sources, when played, doesn't matter where it's staying in the room, it always will sound like it's always coming from the stage and not the actual speakers in the room. Let's get started. So what I'm going to do for these delay speakers is I am going to add a balcony. When setting height, make sure you do it in the top box and the bottom box, so then the front and back are the same. You can individually do the points, but if you know it's all going to be the same height, this is the best way. Now we've added our balcony. So what you can also do from this view is click preview, and you can have a quick look at how it all looks. Very simple. Go to the sources tab. With our current left, right and center setup, it won't cover the balcony with the high frequencies. The bass will still probably get up there just to the size of the room. However, the higher frequencies you won't hear it up there. So what I'm going to do is in sources, add point source like we did before. I'm going to name these delays, E series, 2 cabinets, and the E8s that are already selected are a good start, so let's get them in the correct position. Decrease spaced along 8 meters at, let's try about 8 meters and about 5 meters up. Not bad at all. Let's go to top view, scroll in a bit close to the wall. So let's do it about 7.8. There we go. And they're not a bad distance from away from the balcony. So let's turn them in a bit. -10, let's go for. I could probably go for -20. There we go. Right, how are we doing vertically? Ooh. They'd need to be higher. So let's make them about 8 meters. See where that sits it. Oh, that's too high. Let's try 6.5. That looks good. Then we just want to aim them down. 2 degrees. Nope, wrong way. This is best place to look now. See where it crosses over. Let's go 15. I might go a little more, just so then. There you go. So then both the front and back are equally covered. Let's go to 3D plot. Let's go to broadband pink noise. There we go. Lovely, nicely nicely covered for the whole area. It's really quite that simple for adding delays, but of course the room changes, so it's just picking the appropriate cabinet and dispersion angle for that room. This one's it's a very simple room and very simple setup, so the choice here is quite easy and simple. Now to align them. So for that, we can go up to alignment here, or on the home page, it's this big button here. And we basically want to align it all back to the stage. So you usually align all your speakers to, if you've got a band on stage, it's usually the kick drum, or the front of the stage, depending if the stage is being changed out with multiple different acts. So let's align all the speakers. The first thing we're going to do is, we're going to do this in 2 stages, I am going to mute the delays. The second thing I'm going to do is move the test point. That's pretty much where your mic is. And then I'm going to move that to 5 meters on the x-axis. And then I could probably move it a bit further back to 8 meters. And as you can see there, the center speaker and the left and right are actually fairly aligned, but the subwoofer isn't. So I just want to move that just so it's a bit more aligned. There we go. Next thing I'm going to do is add in my delays, and I am going to move this further back. Let's go 12 meters. And then I am going to push the delays all the way to the end. Now when we go back to 8 meters, the left and right and the center speaker are still within a few milliseconds with each other, which is perfectly fine. You won't be able to hear that as much as we can see it. You will not be able to actually hear it in person. The reason the delay is still behind it is because the delays are actually set to be further back at the 12 meter mark on axis. All right, let's go to 3D plot. There we go. It has added and aligned everything, so it does add a little bit of a hotspot there. As you can see, it has coupled together, and as we've optimized it, you do get plus 6 dB in total, as everything has aligned. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the frequencies, and I'm going to show you the SPL calculations of the different frequencies. Now we have optimized it and aligned the speakers back to the stage. So let's start in the lower range. So let's go down to 40 hertz to start with, just as an example, just to see where that bass is sitting. And as you can see, there is a lot less bass upstairs. So we always have the potential, if we wanted to fly a sub just for the balcony section. Let's go up to 200 hertz. We calculate and we adjust. See, now we're getting a lot more noise on stage, which can be an issue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the center speaker. And I'm going to recalculate. As we can also see, it's not quite uniform on the back. So we can adjust this by adjusting the vertical aim. So I'm going to go back to sources, and I am just going to dial that back. And then go back to 3D plot and recalculate. Because this is not quite hitting the back, something we could do is probably put a bigger speaker in for the delays, just so then it has that extra output. Or we could turn up the gain. However, a bigger speaker would probably be better. Let's now jump up to 1K. Adjust. $5K. This is where that center speaker could come quite handy for where it will cover more of that front of the stage. 12.5K. And finally, more bang pink noise again. Lovely. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we are going to take all our sources and then we're going to go into the devices and we are going to set it up with the different amplifiers and all the amp channels to be as efficient as possible. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Please consider subscribing and I'll see you in the next video.